good vibe. How are you doing today? It's your girl Esther Joy. It's Mindset Monday. It's Mindset Monday. It's the time of day that we get our mindset right. All right. So I'm filming on my phone just because I didn't feel like turning on my computer. So there's that. And I wanted to start off by saying mindfulness. It's been a really big theme in my life. You know, when I think how to reduce waste, I think just be more mindful and then you won't waste anything because you'll be aware. And I've been thinking a lot about the residue that we as humans kind of create by just interacting with the world. Like when you sit down somewhere, like let's say you go outside, you sit on the ground, you get up, maybe there's an ant on you, maybe there's some dirt, you know, and you pick up and you realize there's like residue from you just sitting down on the ground, and then you kind of go through your day, maybe you knock out some of that residue, you know, you wipe yourself off and you go throughout the rest of your day. But I believe mindfulness is being aware of, you could say, the residue that we bring with us moment to moment. Now I want to talk about in this live, mindfulness, how we can really instill and integrate more mindfulness into everyday moments this week. Just because, my goodness, I feel like it's like survival. It helps so much. So there's that. The other thing is this concept of baggage, which again, I feel like mindfulness is being able to navigate through moment to moment, through time, in a way where it is light, where you're not grabbing onto things, you know, to feel secure or feel like grounded, but instead you feel secure in just flowing with the movement. And that to me is like mindfulness to the max. Okay, so like mindfulness, mind your business, mind what is going on in your life. Because when I even hear like mind your business, I really just think, oh, okay, that really just means to take account of what you are doing. What work are you doing? What are you like, what tasks are you here to accomplish and execute on? So mindfulness. Starting off by saying like meditation is probably like, you know, everybody out here. Meditation to me is just being mindful of the moment that you're in. Okay, all right. I'd love to know that, you know, your definition resonates with that. But yeah, so when we're mindful, I really do believe that it gives us this power where we transcend the space that we're in, and it's almost like we're processing the space that we're in, the physical space that we're in, but we're so much in a flow with the physical space and time that it's not like an obstruction, right? We don't have to think about walking. We're just mindfully walking. Does that make any sense? I guess this week I've really been reflecting. Last week really helped me with understanding this idea of the residue, that we walk throughout the day, we interact with the world, and everything that we do leaves a residue. And, you know, sometimes we pick up on that residue, it goes with us. Sometimes, you know, we leave it behind, generally speaking, and we leave a trail behind. Now, I feel like the less mindful you are, the greater the trail you leave behind. Is that a good or bad thing? It's up to you. What does that mean? Like, I guess it also depends on your intentions, but a lot of the times when we're not mindful, you can find yourself maybe like walking in the same room like 3 times because you forgot what you're gonna get. And so you're just like, it's spending a lot of energy. In other words, being unmindful is kind of wasteful because this residue is just increased. It's just, you know, it's wasting your energy because you're not being aware of the moment that you're in. So you're going to bump into physical things, time things, because they're not aligned. I'm still, for myself, kind of connecting the dots. Like being mindful with what I say, being mindful with my breath, just being mindful of when I wake up in the morning, what is the first thing that I'm doing? Like, it's so simple, yet, you forget it so easily sometimes, how important it is to just be present with your mind. I really do feel like the more mindful we are, right? You can be mindful of others by showing that you're listening, showing that you're caring for them, by doing just the small little things that really show that you're paying attention to the details. And that is beautiful. Mindfulness, I believe, is in the details. It's in every single breath. How are you breathing right now? How does that feel, In my lower stomach and the left side of my ribs, I feel a little tense. So I'm just mindfully breathing into it. I love in yoga when you are doing a pose, which you might feel a little bit of tension, and the instructor just says, breathe into it, and as you breathe into it, you find that it's easier for you to relax. And it just feels better, and you feel more secure and stable in your body because, again, you're mindfully being present with it. You're aligning your time and space together. And I think that's so important. Happy Lionsgate portal. I think it opens today as well. And so I think especially the calling from mindfulness for myself and, whoever resonates with it is even more important. I believe this is the time in August where we see a lot of energy. People are changing, new chapter of life, they're getting ready, things are rearranging, and we find ourselves usually having so much to do, so little time. But mindfulness gives us this key to really unlock that aspect of where time and space is perfectly aligned and we have exactly enough time to do what we need to do. And it's just about having the right mind set, setting those intentions of I'm going to spend this time wisely so that I can get the most out of it. This Monday has been pretty good. I wanted to move. It's really hot outside, so I didn't walk my dog, but I did get to do some dancing and really move the body. I'm going to go swimming a little bit later. And what I found really important was that I set those intentions and then I was mindful of the moments I'm in so that I saw and was able to take the opportunity when it arose. So mindfulness. As we continue throughout this week, I just pray that we all will be able to practice having this essence of presence with us wherever we go and just settling into it. Like right now, I feel pretty excited, so my breathing is increasing and I'm feeling that. And it's just breathing into it, just allowing myself to be present with how I feel. Because to be honest, it's been a roller coaster. For me, around this time, I feel like I have a million things to do. And again, never enough time. And with this idea of mindfulness, I'm applying it in my own life so that I can create space to be present in that time so I can do the things that I'm looking forward to doing without wasting energy and thinking or worrying about something that's in the past or the future. I could talk about mindfulness in terms of, the timelines again. If we find ourselves on any other timeline than this one, then we are no longer mindful of the moment that we're in. And this can look like a lot of things. It can look like reminiscing on the past. I realized people, and now I'll talk about baggage, because I said I would talk about that earlier. So this idea of baggage, it really was clear to me. I was listening to my friends, they were they rap really well. And so, a lot of the times up here in New York, we say you get the bag, right? I got bag, I'm getting the bag. And I really started to think about what does that mean energetically when we get the bag? We all want, the money. We all want the bag. We want to secure the bag. And then I really thought about it energetically, what that actually means. And I thought, baggage, energetic baggage. What is it that we always want to release? Our load. We want to release our baggage. So what is going on here right now? That's what I started really thinking about. This connection, and again, just this is coming through, and we'll connect it back to being mindful, but this connection to, okay, I need this sense of security from the world. I need this, I need the money. I need this bag. But that bag now weighs you down. And in a way, it's an anchor. So in a way, you being mindful in the present moment is like the opposite. You're kind of releasing everything. You're just allowing yourself to flow, but you still need to have anchor points. You still need to have places where you can check in and see, oh, how am I doing in the physical? Because we are having a physical experience. But it really helped me kind of see the contrast of, okay, when people say like, I'm gonna get my bag or I'm gonna secure the bag, seeing it as a sense of, as humans, we want security. We want to feel safe. So we take that bag and we don't even realize that it actually holds us back maybe in some ways, that it's actually preventing us from flowing freely if that's what we so choose to do. So I started thinking about that, and I realized like I just want to have just enough in every single moment. That's all I need. I don't need a bag with like $1 million. That's just gonna psych me out. That's just gonna make me stressed. For some people it could be different, but for me, I just need like, what would I even get with $1 million? Probably just farmland, if I'm being 100% honest. So why don't I just work on the farm? Why don't I just get the land and just, work that way? I guess I've been realizing that in mindfulness, we have this present moment, and that's such a gift, because in the present moment, you have everything that you need, and you no longer feel weighed down by the expectations or what you want. You're just presently experiencing what is, and that's pretty fun. Like, you can experience what is, and it's okay. It's all good. You can be mindful of how you feel, the expectations that you may have throughout the week. Maybe you feel anxious. Maybe you feel like, oh, there's a lot I have to do this week. Or, oh, 1, 2, 3, I gotta worry about this. I gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things again and again and again. And you can find yourself kind of feeling burnt out before you even start, because your mind is not with you. It is, again, creating this kind of residue that isn't even in your timeline that, is kind of a waste. When you think about it, nothing's really a waste. Everything can be used and is being used for a divine purpose. So there's that. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video, this mindful Mindset Monday video, to remind you to be mindful with your time, be mindful of your energy, and really just pay mind when you're not in the present moment, so you can bring yourself back here. In the present moment, there will be no worries, because you're just fully absorbed in the present timeline that you're in. So be mindful, and you'll also notice when you're really present in the moment, nothing goes to waste. Every single moment counts. Every single breath counts. Every single movement counts, because you're present. You're with that timeline. You're in harmony with your time and space. So bringing back that mindfulness into your life, whether you're working today, whether you're even just going on your phone, be mindful. How are you spending your time on your phone? Be mindful. What are you doing, throughout your day, when you're working, when you're walking, when you're talking? Be mindful of how you feel and how you think. I'm not asking you to do a jumping jack every time you, want to remember to be mindful, or set timers on your phone so that it rings randomly throughout the day to remind you to be mindful. But hey, if those things help you bring yourself back into the present moment so that you can be aware of how you're spending your time and energy, great. I hope that, ultimately this week, as we continue throughout the week, that you will take this, because we're being gifted a lot of energy, always during the Lionsgate portal. It's just a time where collectively we feel this rush of energy kind of pushing us now, after we've rested, hopefully, or, enough to really go out and do. So as you go out and do, be mindful of how you're spending that energy, because we're also going to be very susceptible to burnout during this season. So having time to be mindful, practicing mindfulness, is going to help you in the long run so that you can maintain your energy, that you can do what you're here to do, and you have the endurance to do it. You know, it's just follow through with your passions without getting tired or burnt out. So be mindful. Like, it's like the best energy tool. You know how your phone has like power saving mode? Well, in your brain, like, tap on that mindfulness mode, because I promise you it's just going to make life a little bit more pleasanter, and it's going to make the simple pleasures in life just that much better. So let's just turn on that switch together. And beautiful, wonderful, lovely. Thank you so much for joining today's Mindset Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. May you be mindful. May you just really soar with the sky and your mind. And you already know, use your mind. Be present in the moment. And drop the baggage that's not needed. You don't need to think about the future. You don't need to think about the past. Just be present, and everything that you need will come to you when you need it, when you are tapped into this mindful vibration. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.